Why go out? The cops are knocking. Veer, scared like a kitten, hides himself and his cat, thinking, well, this is just great. With no response from inside, the cops left, and before you know it, half a month flew by, turning the city into a ghost town. Everywhere silent, no infected in sight. Veer had been home for half a month, starving, even the last mint gone. Out of touch, he decided to act. Armed with guards and gun, Veer bravely sought food, turning his neighbor's door into a melody. But it wasn't that simple. Veer visited several places, all empty, no food in sight. Luckily, there were no infected around, but in his aimless wandering, he accidentally barged into an old man's house, who told him his son took his grandson and lost contact half an hour later. Disabled, he missed the military evacuation, bumping into the unlucky Veer. Luckily, for the past few days, he's been spying out the window with a telescope like a nosy neighbor, knowing which house probably has supplies. Before long, with the old man's help, Veer found food and an off-road motorcycle, cheering inside. With the motorcycle, Veer searched freely, expanding his area, finding something, but encountering no infected or survivors. He slowly let his guard down, collecting more and more food, and even found 2 walkie-talkies, leaving one for the old. In this desolate city, only the lights flickered, and life got better, making Veer think he had stumbled into utopia. One night, Veer's walkie-talkie crackled to life with the old man's call, who said the army was sending troops to find survivors, gathering at the Arosa River mouth the next day. Although unsafe, their food was running out, so Veer decided to bring the old man. He felt like a burden. After that silence, Veer understood but didn't plan to leave him. Next day, no response. Realizing something was wrong, Veer rushed to the old man with his spear gun, only to feel disheartened on arrival. The old man was asleep, lying still in bed, and Veer could only accept reality, walking down the street with empty eyes. Suddenly, a zombie pounced, knocking Veer over like a headless chicken, desperate to bite him. He desperately pushed the zombie away, eyeing his fallen spear gun in the distance, then kicked at the zombie. He stood, distancing from the zombie, but was yanked down to the car roof, still chased. Luckily, Veer's gear saved him from being bitten. He pushed the door open hard, sending the zombie flying. Although scared, Veer's courage rose. Watching the struggling zombie, he picked up his spear gun. Just then, the zombie lunged at him, but Veer reacted fast and dashed forward, imagining himself in an epic zombie duel. The zombie nearly killed him, but he suppressed nausea, yanked the spear, ready to win. After packing up, Veer hopped on his motorcycle, with the little cat in tow, heading out of the neighborhood towards the Arosa River. He arrived at the freeway entrance, only to find it completely blocked no way through. He had to take a detour, and of course, the roar of his motorcycle attracted zombies hiding in the woods, who chased him down like crazy. With the noise getting louder, more zombies joined the chase, but luckily, the motorcycle was fast enough for Veer to shake them. Arriving at the campsite, he found it deserted. His bike noise stirred up zombies' intents. A horde of zombies surrounded him, but Veer stayed calm and escaped the zombie swarm once again amid the roar of his motorcycle. However, turning a corner, he saw bodies in the road and panicked, losing control of the motorcycle. As zombie howls echoed behind him, Veer hurriedly tried to lift the motorcycle, only to find it malfunctioned and wouldn't start. After failed attempts, with zombies nearing, he abandoned the motorcycle and fled to the Arosa riverbank. But there was no army or survivors. Fortunately, at the last second, he hid in the dark iron bars warding off zombies. Looking at the scene before him, he realized he had been fooled by the government. After all the trouble, there wasn't a single boat in. Now cornered, zombies might break through any time. Just as hope faded, a yacht appeared, a miracle from above. Veer dived with his spear gun, swimming to the yacht. 9 months later, he reached it but found no gas to start the engine. His spirits sank completely, but then he heard a noise from the cabin that nearly scared him to death. Looking out, it turned out to be this was a spooky adventure for Veer. As it got dark, he drifted, seeking a way to Canary Islands. The river was deserted, and Veer drifted aimlessly safe on the water. But soon, the yacht stalled mid-river. Night had fallen completely, and thuds echoed from below. Veer went to check on the propeller only to find something strange. Veer peeked down and found a corpse floating in the water. Then in the distance, he heard the roaring sound of a ship, thinking it was the rescue. He waved, calling for help, but as the ship neared, he saw they were unruly pirates, not government workers. They didn't understand Veer's language, but with no way out, he followed them to the base. Soon after, they arrived at the freighter. Veer found food for the little cat and himself as a dozen burly men approached. They seemed to be foreigners, and one of them, a translator, introduced himself as Victor, while the guy in the hat was the captain. They then asked Veer if he was a local. Veer humbly admitted. He asked the captain about the safe zone, but got a cold response. They subsequently inquired about Veer's occupation, and he responded by stating that he was a lawyer, upon hearing which Victor immediately appeared visibly nervous. Victor quietly warned Veer no one liked lawyers, suggesting a new identity or he'd be in hot water. Veer was taken aback, feeling uneasy, but he resolved to lay low and see where this goes.